Caution. Listening may increase the frequency of magical vanishing hair and accidental nap attacks.
Hey, welcome back to Dad Space. Happy Father's Day. Wow. We did it. Yeah, 2026, Father's Day. And not only is it Father's Day, which is outstanding, this is also the anniversary of the Dad Space podcast. Yeah, go back to June 12th, 2022. Can you go back that far in your brain? Yeah, that's when Dad Space was created and born. And here we are, 2026. We've been doing this for a while. We've been here for a minute. And I want to thank you for being part of Dad Space. If you're first time here, welcome to the show. This is Dad Space, a podcast for dads by dads. My name is Dave. And if you've been here more than once, then awesome. Thanks for coming back. And happy Father's Day and happy anniversary to Dad Space. Yes. I'm so happy to be here. All right, let's get in here. I got lots of stuff to chat about, and I want to celebrate you and give you some thoughts about what you can do on your own day this year, Father's Day. Thanks for being here. So yeah, this Father's Day marks a really special milestone here on Dad Space, and we're celebrating our 4 years of conversations, encouragement, community for dads. While Father's Day often comes with expectations from family, friends, and advertisers telling us how to celebrate, maybe this year it's about something a little simpler. Celebrating Father's Day your way. That even rhymes. Yeah, that's what it's about. For some dads, I think that the perfect Father's Day starts before everyone wakes up, right? A hot coffee in the dark on the deck, maybe going for a quiet walk, just some you time, right? Think about that. When's the last time you've had some you time? It might take a little bit to create this, but hey, this is your day, right? So what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with your Father's Day? It's okay to be a little bit selfish on Father's Day. It's in the name, right? It's your day. Maybe you're going to go cast a fishing line out in the lake off the dock today. I don't know. What is it going to be for you? Is it just time to think and reflect on this last year of you and your dad journey? Maybe there's something you've heard on the podcast. You're like, yeah, I want to go back and listen to that episode again. And just simply enjoying the moment. There's no schedule. There's no place to be. It's just your day. And you need to protect it. You need to have a plan. Have a plan, guys. Don't just wing it. Come on. I think for other dads, the best gift is time with your family on Father's Day. Maybe it's that backyard barbecue, family game night, road trip, take the kids somewhere, go do something on purpose. Just sitting around the dinner table, sharing stories and laughing. There's got to be something you can put into your day for this Father's Day. I think the older our kids get, the more valuable that these moments become. Because I can tell you as an empty nest dad, they are far and few between. As your kids get older and off they go into life, you see less and less of them, which is really, really sad. So I want you to milk this for everything you can. Right? This Father's Day, this year, make it a priority that you have some time, not just for yourself, but for your family as well. I think some dads just may want to reconnect with something that they've put on the shelf too. Like something they've just they used to love, they used to be passionate about, but they just have kind of fallen out of step with something that really lit them up before. Maybe it's picking up your guitar. Maybe it's tinkering around on your car engine or something. Maybe it's, I don't know, something that just lit you up. Maybe it's reading. Maybe it's, I don't know, listening to music. Something, right? I want you to spend a few hours just doing something that fills your cup this year on Father's Day. Fatherhood is often about serving others, giving, providing, which is great. But Father's Day can be a reminder that taking care of yourself is also important. It really does matter as well that you take care of you, because there's only one of you. There are also dads who may be navigating a different kind of Father's Day. Maybe the kids live far away, or they've moved on and they're out of the house, an empty nester like me. Maybe this is your first Father's Day ever. Like you're a brand new dad. Like you've never done this before. What do I do on Father's Day? Nobody's given me any kind of guidelines, right? What do I do? Maybe this is your first Father's Day without your dad. A friend from work just lost his dad a couple days ago. And you could see his heart just melt and break because he's so far from where his dad was living and won't be able to get down there to see the family right away. And you can see him just wrestling with this loss of a parent, right? So if that's you this year, maybe this is going to be a tough one this year for you. Maybe you're in the middle of a difficult season in your family. Whatever your circumstances are this year, 2026, as you go into Father's Day, just know that you're not alone. What this podcast is all about. Fatherhood isn't supposed to be measured by the size of the celebration, how grand it is. It's measured by the impact that you make every single day. Every day's Father's Day. We just celebrate it once a year. And if you find yourself with some windshield time, maybe listening to this podcast right now, or a quiet moment on the deck, a walk around the neighborhood, or just a few minutes to yourself, I would love if you take Dad Space with you to keep you growing and encouraged and strengthened. We've had some amazing growth over the last 4 years for this show. And I'm amazed at the amount of countries we are in and the people that listen and the people that the podcast serves. It is like the most rewarding thing ever to be the host of this show, to create this space for dads and to see people listening. I tell you, when I look at my podcast hosting site, that's the place that delivers this podcast to you on whatever app you're listening on. I can see they give you like a dashboard of how many episodes that you have and how many listens you have, and a basic kind of idea of where, to their best knowledge and their best guess, where people are listening from. And it's really encouraging to see new countries coming on, new cities coming on. And I think I'm in every U.S. state except Vermont. Like, hey, Vermont, what's up with you guys? Like, how come there's no dads in Vermont? Come on. If you're listening to this and you know somebody in Vermont, please tell them to listen to the show in Vermont, because I got to add that one to my map. That's the one I'm missing right now. It looks really odd that I'm in all of the other states in America except that. I'm in all the provinces and territories of Canada, and then globally or around the world, but I'm missing Vermont for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. I love Vermont. I've been there. It's great. It's beautiful. Been to Stowe and all those wonderful places. It's an amazing place, but come on. You got to listen to the podcast. So please share the show with anybody in Vermont. I got to fill in that spot. Please, I'm asking. Help me. So I think as we go through our day today, please take Dad Space with you. I travel light. I don't cause too much trouble. And I love to go with you and be part of your Dad Space plans for Father's Day. Over the past 4 years, this podcast has been built around a very simple premise, a simple idea. Dads need a space too. A place where real conversations happen with our guests, with our resources, with the conversations that you and I have together. This is a spot for us. It's a place where dads can learn from each other and we can laugh together. We got those goofy intros with those little warnings, things like that. We can wrestle with challenges. We can encourage and spur each other on to get the mental support from our mental health. We have all of these things that we do on the show. And it's amazing to hear people connect with the podcast. I would love to hear your voice as well. As a listener of the show, I know it's a big ask to have you do this, but if you go to dadspace.ca, my website, link in the show notes, you can actually leave me a voice message. And I'd love to hear where you're listening to the show from, hopefully Vermont. And let me know what you love about the show. Is there an episode you like or whatever? And if you are a dad listening, I would love to have you on the show. Like I've mentioned many, many times, you don't have to have anything to promote. I just want to hear your dad's story. and have you on and share your insights, because the things you know could really help somebody. A new dad listening to the show. So that's what the show is meant to be. So don't be shy. Come on the show. It's really easy. You and I just have a conversation. We record it. I put it out. Simple. Done. Right? It's quite simple. And I'd love to have you on the podcast. So please consider that. Whether you've listened to one episode of the show, like this episode, or many, I think Dad Space is here and exists because of the dads willing to share their stories. And this Father's Day, I would just love for you to take a moment to celebrate your own story and celebrate the victories that have been yours this year. Learn from your mistakes. Appreciate how far you've come and give yourself credit for just simply showing up this year. There's been days where showing up was the maximum that you could do. And you did it. You did it. You showed up. 4 years later, the mission for Dad Space, it still remains. It's the same thing we did from the beginning, to help dads become better dads, one conversation at a time. Happy Father's Day from Dad Space. You deserve a little space today, and I hope that you create it for yourself. Now, a little bit more about the listeners of the show. So this podcast is recorded and created in Canada, where I live. So we're made in Canada. And it's not just a podcast for Canadians, though, which I love. When I first hit record on this, in the very first episode, back in June 12th, 2022, I never imagined that these conversations would travel around the world the way they have. And Dad Space has been downloaded by listeners in more than 75 countries and territories globally. It's amazing. And of course, the largest audience comes from the US, because there's a lot of people there, followed by Canada. But then the map starts to get really interesting. We have dads that listen and join this show from Germany, the UK, Singapore, Australia, India, China, Hong Kong, France, Norway, Italy, Brazil, Spain, New Zealand, Finland, South Africa, Malaysia, Thailand, the Philippines, to name a few. The conversations then continue across into Russia, Japan, and United Arab Emirates, Kenya, Saudi Arabia, Vietnam, Belgium, Mexico, Turkey, South Korea, the Cayman Islands, the Netherlands, Estonia, Chile, Dominican Republic, Israel, Lithuania, Sweden, Switzerland, Indonesia, Ireland, Austria, Nigeria, Pakistan, and Qatar. And it doesn't even stop there. Dad Space has been reached listeners into Argentina, Bangladesh, Denmark, Guatemala, Iraq, Panama, Poland, Thailand, Bahrain, Belize, Botswana, Colombia, Chechnya, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, Ghana, Greece, Honduras, Iceland, Iran, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Luxembourg, Morocco, Romania, Thailand, and Tobago, Uganda, and Uzbekistan. Come on! I don't know how everybody is finding this show, but my gosh, this is amazing. Think about that for a moment. Different languages, different cultures, different traditions, different time zones, yet we have this one thing in common. We're trying to become better dads. And whether you're listening during your morning commute in Toronto, sitting in traffic in Texas, walking through London, enjoying a coffee in Melbourne, relaxing in Singapore, or winding down after a long day of work in Germany, we're connected by a shared journey called fatherhood. And the challenge may look different, the opportunities may look different, but the desire to show up for your family, it's universal, it's global. So on this Father's Day, as Dad Space celebrates 4 years of conversations, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for listening to this show. Thank you for sharing this podcast with other dads in your community. Thank you for helping this podcast to grow and supporting the show through our Buy Me a Coffee and our Speak Pipes and all the engagement things we put out there for you to utilize to be in touch with the show. Thank you for the Buy Me a Coffees have been amazing. You guys have really stepped up and helped the show. It costs money to do all this, but you'll notice we don't have any ads in any podcast that we've ever done. And that's on purpose because I find ads distracting. So your support of the show through the Buy Me a Coffee links is wonderful. And I truly appreciate any money that comes to the show. I truly do. Thank you for supporting this show. Thank you for allowing me, some guy in Canada named Dave, to be a small part of your parenting journey. When I hear what you've done with this content and how it's helped you, it's the best feeling ever. And most of all, I just want to thank you for proving that dads everywhere are looking for deep connection, encouragement, and community. We go beyond sports scores and the weather here. We talk about some pretty interesting stuff. From Canada to the world, thank you for making Dad Space part of your story. Again, happy Father's Day. And whether you're listening for the first time today or you've been here and had a space here with Dad Space for a long time, thank you, thank you, thank you. This show is for you, and I would love to make it better. So if you have any feedback for me, reach out at dadspace.ca. Click the speak pipe, leave me a voice message. I'd love to hear your voice. That lights me up. If you can support the show into the future, we have on our Buy Me a Coffee now. Not only can you do like one-time coffee purchases to help support the show, but we even have like a monthly thing now. It's kind of like a Patreon type setup where you can give to the show on a regular basis every month. That also would be super helpful. So what I do with that money is I reinvest it into other podcasters who are starting their show. And I have your money that you give to the show and I just redistribute to other people. So that's what I do. And the more people that help the show here, the more people I can help. So thank you for that. It's Dad Space, everybody. This is the coolest thing ever to be a podcaster and to have time with you. And I want to just acknowledge the 4-year anniversary of the show. And I want to encourage you to make your Father's Day a day for you, however that looks for you. But please take some time. I know that the family's going to want you for the day. They're going to want to have time with you. Awesome. But please carve out some time just for you. And don't feel guilty. This is your time. And I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you have a wonderful 2026. Stick with us because we've got great things coming up for the rest of the year. And we're halfway through the year already, which is amazing. Lots of good stuff coming up. And I would do this show any day, all the time, because more time with you is the best thing ever. So thanks. It means a lot for you to be here. Thank you for supporting Dad Space. We'll talk soon. Happy Father's Day. Take care of yourself. Hey, thanks for listening to the show. I really appreciate you being here and making time in your busy life as a dad to listen to a podcast called Dad Space. It's so great to have you here. I love to serve you any way possible. If you need anything from me, reach out to dadspace.ca. If you're finding value in the show and you're like, this is great, I wish I could do something to help Dave, it's very simple. There's a Buy Me a Coffee link on my website, and all the money that comes in from Buy Me a Coffee, I then reinvest in other people. Other people who are creatives, they're creating podcasts, they're doing all of those other stuff. I coach podcasting, on and on. I like to take that money that comes from you, and I'm very grateful for it, and reinvest it into somebody else. So if you're wondering why that's there, that's what it's for. And if you can help the show and help me help others, then go grab that Buy Me a Coffee link. You can do like even one single coffee. It's like $5 Canadian. I'd love to have that money to reinvest in others, and I really appreciate that. So thanks for being here. Remember, this podcast is always free. No ads, no commercials to skip. It's all about you. It's all about the content. So thanks for your help. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate you so much. I'd love to meet you virtually, email, DMs, whatever. Let's meet. I'd love to chat. Thanks for supporting Dad Space. Talk soon.